I'm Sarah, and today I have a Disney boot fair haul. So it's all the wonderful treasures I've managed to pick up at boot fairs in the last few weeks, saving them from landfill, the bin, or just never being seen again. So let's get started. So my first item is actually on my head, and if you've seen any of my previous haul videos like this before, you'll know that I always pick up the original Disney ears. This is because I like to custom them myself and change out the ears, change out the bow. It's just a quick and easy way to make some creative Disney ears without too much effort. And I'm all about fast, cheap and easy. So these cost me the grand total of 50p, which is an absolute bargain. And I can't wait to think of a new idea to turn these into new Disney ears. So moving on to the next thing, we have a little pile going on here. So we'll start with this amazing Disneyland California mug. Now, my husband actually spotted this because when I glanced at it, I just thought it was a tanker, you know, like a German tanker that you can get. And then on closer inspection, you realise that this is actually Main Street. And then when you get round the other side, you have the gorgeous castle. I mean, well spotted on my husband's behalf. That was pretty amazing. So this mug is just absolutely amazing. It's really vintage looking, probably how Walt would have wanted it back in those days. It's just really classic, and it has classic characters on it. Yeah, we've got Mickey and Minnie on the horse and cart, and then you have Huey, Louie and Dewey, Donald, Goofy, and we have Snow White with her prince. And I love the colouring, so simple, and keeping all the colours neutral as well. It's just really nice. Something like I thought doesn't look Disney, which just makes it even better. You know, for those people that don't like going Disney mad. And it what's also cool about this is like it's got a 3D, I just keep touching it because it's got a 3D effect all the way over it, which is really nice. And then we have Disneyland written across the bottom, and this really strong sturdy handle, and I don't think it's ever been drunk in. Like, it's so clean inside. It's really, really nice. So let's give you a close-up of that. So if we start at the beginning of Main Street and work our way round, so awesome, ending on that beautiful castle, and just the detailing on there, it's just absolutely amazing. And if you're a coffee drinker, which I am not, I mean, this would be a perfect wake you up in the morning mega coffee cup. This will just go in my mug collection and be displayed. Absolutely love it. And it cost me £3, which is a lot for some people when it's a second-hand mug, but for me, I've never seen this mug. I've tried finding it online, I can't find it. I love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, £3 was a bargain. So moving on, put that down there, we have another mug. And I don't know if they did these in America, but in the UK they did these Disney mugs where they have a colour inside and then it's a classic Disney film on the outside. I have quite a few of these, but the Dalmatians was one I was missing, and I bought this from the same person I bought the other mug, and this only cost me £1. I absolutely love it. It's so adorable. Like, you literally have every Dalmatian on there. So, so cool. Really loving that. And then we have the black lining. Again, I wouldn't say this has been drank out of either. These came in a collector's box, which is a shame it doesn't have it, but that doesn't stop me having it because I just put it in my mug cupboard. Dalmatians isn't something I normally collect, but that doesn't affect me with mugs. I just buy the ones I love and think are really nice. And this one I just thought was really cool because it's so unusual to have all the puppies. Normally you have just a couple of them, like Patch and Lucky. So it's cool to have lots and lots of the puppies. So we'll give you a close-up of that. So you got the 101 Dalmatians written across there. And then, if I remember rightly, this is the scene where they're watching TV, I feel like. But, oh gosh, I haven't seen this film for so long. I genuinely can't remember. Yeah, I really can't remember. Write in the comments down below. Or actually, I should probably watch it again. To be fair, I should probably watch it again. So yeah, that was cool. That was £1. So anyone who follows me on Instagram knows that if I have a free Sunday and I want to keep myself busy, I do a wonderful Disney, not a Disney, what word is that? Disney jigsaw. And I found, sorry, my husband found this one. So I'm not actually sure how much he paid for it. It wouldn't have been much because he knows I get cross with puzzles because you can't guarantee they're going to be complete. No matter how much people say, oh, it's complete. Yeah, we made it 3 years ago. Whatever. Okay, whatever. So yeah, he can't have paid much because I'm really strict on how much I pay on puzzles because I refuse to pay a lot because they might not be complete. I'm still happy to try and build the puzzle, and if there's one piece missing, then I know I will just you know, recycle the cardboard and get rid of it how it should be. But this one is a 1,500 piece, which doesn't scare me because I'm normally a 1,000 piece kind of girl. So yeah, should be fun. Really looking for it. I mean, it's pretty heavy, so I'm guessing, I must admit, I haven't opened the box yet. Oh, well, no. I'm not going to open the box because all the pieces are loose. Though some of them are still made, so that's interesting. So at least they've made it. So yeah, we'll tightly put that back together because we don't want to lose any pieces. But it's really cool because it has a real mix of characters in there, going from Aladdin, Snow White. We've got the princesses doing ballet at the front. Then we've got some of the animal characters down here. We've got Alice in Wonderland, Dumbo, 101 Dalmatians, Bambi, the Beast in the corner here, Princess and the Frog. So yeah, real mixture of characters there. I'm really loving that. Not sure how much that cost, like I say, because my husband bought this one for me, and I'm sure he told me, but my memory is rubbish. But yeah, so he wouldn't have paid much because literally my max is like £2. I'm stern on that point. So yeah, it wouldn't have been much. But yeah, looking forward to seeing if this one is complete. So look out on my Instagram for that one. So moving on, we have some little figures. And there's a guy that has a real mismatch of the stall. He's always at our boot fair and he is awesome because he bags everything up and he puts a price on it. So you just go, yep, I'll take that one and that one and that one. And this one was especially awesome because she says, look, he's so organised. These bags are like sealed to the hilt. We have a wonderful Bullseye, awesome Woody, who is missing his arm, but that doesn't matter, and Jessie, who's got all twisted here. So I got these three awesome characters who I absolutely love, and they were, like I say, they were only £1, says it on the bag, and I'm happy to pay £1 for these figures because if you see behind me, I have all my Toy Story slots. So I have my Woody here, my Buzz, my Jessie and my Bullseye here, which you don't normally see because I sit in front of it, and my aliens and various other characters. So I just like to rescue all the little toys that no kid wants anymore. And obviously Woody would go in the bin because he only has one arm, but you know, I'm going to keep him because he will look awesome in my shelf. And so yeah, these are really good. Like, really loving them. This Bullseye I think is the biggest, yeah, he's the biggest Bullseye I've found, so I'm really pleased with that. But 3 little toys for £1 is really good. I mean, people are getting quite charged up on how much they charge you for these things now, and especially if you're a grown-up, they're like, oh no, what are you going to do with it? So yeah, oh, and I've just realised Bullseye's missing his ear. Oh, I love that. They both have little disabilities. That's so cute. We're all inclusive in this house. So we have our Bullseye. Like I say, he's a nice big, he's solid as well. And he's got really movable legs, doing his little dance. His hearing's not so great, but he's still super awesome. And then we have the adorable Jessie. Again, she is totally movable. Her head, her arms, like you saw at the beginning, her body. And then Woody, who's just missing the bottom half of his arm. But that doesn't stop him being an awesome cowboy, because he's a rootin' tootin' cowboy. Yeehaw! And also, if I wanted to, I could put these two. Oh, no, Jessie's like, no, not for me today. So they were £1. And another little toy I managed to rescue, and he cost me 20p. And most people would probably look at this alien and be like, yeah, you should have chucked him in the bin, because he is filth and I need to clean him. He's been chewed for the life of him by a child. But for 20p, he can sit on my shelf. Look, I mean, he looks adorable already. So yeah, he just needs a little clean. I'll give him a little bath later before he goes on the shelf. And like I say, he was 20p. I couldn't leave him behind. I knew someone would just chuck him in the bin. And he will love living on my shelf with the rest of his friends. So next I have a key ring. And this, I mean, other than it saying Disney on the back, I don't know if this is a genuine Disney park item. I would assume it's got to be from America, because we've got the American flag on it. So it must be Walt Disney World or California. But I just really loved how, again, vintagey this looked. I love vintage America. Like, it's my kind of, love it. And we've got our main man, Mickey, we have Donald, and we have Goofy. And this little key ring, it cost me 50p. And it's one that you put your little photo in. And in the little photo bit, there is actually Pluto, which is really cute. So again, I don't know if this is official Disney merch. It says Disney on the back, but I don't care. I just think it looks really awesome. And it has like a real 3D effect, which is also really cool. I mean, it reminds me of sort of 80s, 90s, but that doesn't mean anything at all. It could be quite modern, but I absolutely love it. It's really cool. Yet to decide what to do with it, whether I'm going to put a photo of my face in there. But yeah, it might just go on my Mickey shelf. Might hang it up in there. That would look really cool. So yeah, that cost me 50p. And now we have a film I have never heard of, and it was only because we saw that Walt Disney Pictures Presents at the top, and I was like, oh, I haven't got this one in my collection, nor have I ever heard of it. And it's called My Favorite Martian. Now, I'm not sure how old this film is. I'm going to say it's 90s. It's got that look about it. Can't see on the back as she glances very fast. But yes, this is a total new film on me, so I'm really excited to see that. Let me know in the comments down below if you've watched this film, if it's any good, if it's one of them cult classic, silly, live action Disney films. Yeah, I'm just really intrigued to see this, and I paid £1 for that. So it has like a really random cast in it as well, like Daryl Hannah, Liz Hurley, Ray Winston. It's like a real, real random, obviously Jeff Daniels and Christopher Lloyd as well, but like just random cast. Not people that normally go together in a film. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing if that's any good. Even if it's not, it's staying in my Disney collection. So yeah, really loving that for £1. And I've just got back into playing with our Wii. It's sat and gathered dust for quite a while. But we found Toy Story Mania, and this is one of my favourite rides in California and in Disney World. It's just so addictive. Like, I want that ride in my house, because my husband and I are so competitive. Like, so competitive, it's ridiculous. And this game is definitely that one where you hate that the queue is so long because you want to get on, and if you've lost you want to beat them. And turns into war. The same as Buzz Lightyear. You're just like, oh, I want to go again. We have the free game rule. Best of. But yeah, I can't remember if this was £1 or £2. Again, this was one that my husband paid for. I was there when he got it, but he paid for it. And oh, my memory is rubbish. I'm so sorry. But it wasn't a lot. Yeah, so that's Toy Story Mania. I just love the graphics on the back. They're so old school. It's like hilarious. You think of graphics now on computer games. But yeah, so that's Toy Story Mania for the Wii, which is really cool. And then it just has the awesome Toy Story Mania on the back. Just definitely for the competitive people out there, this is that game. Whether you're in the parks or at home with your family, it is absolutely awesome. So yeah, loving that. Like I say, only £1 or £2. It wouldn't have cost much. And then moving on to my bundle I've got. I'll pick them all up first and then we'll go through them because there's loads. So I got this bundle. I think there is 7 here if I remember rightly. I won't count them now. But they are Disney lithographs. The lady wanted... I can't remember how much. She wanted something perfect. It was starting to rain, so I just said to her, how much do you want for the lot? Because they're not all for me. Like they're not all my type of Disney love. And she just said, do you know what? Just give me £2.50 for the lot. And I was like, thank you, goodbye. Pretty much bit off her hand and ran. So yeah, I got all of them. So I'll show you my favourite one first, and this is Mickey and Minnie Having Christmas with Donald and Daisy. Oh, and Goof as well. I just absolutely love that. I'm so framing that up for Christmas. It might stay out all year round. That might be my Disney Christmas I have in the house all year round. Because I just love this picture. I mean, it must have sat somewhere because it's dusty. Like, there's a lot of dust on there. But yeah, absolutely loving that. Need to find a special frame for that one and a special place for that to go. It might even hang up in here somewhere and I'll just have it up all year round because who doesn't love Christmas? I mean, God. So yeah, that is that one. So let's put those... Whoop! Nearly lost them. That's the Christmas one. So we have that one. And then the next one we have is Lion Guard. This is quite new on me. I don't even think I've seen any of it. But I know that's what it's from. It hasn't actually got... Oh no, it has got the Disney Store mark on it there. So there's that one. That's probably one of the ones in the worst condition. Like I say, they kind of been placed somewhere very nice because they have got a bit damp, and that isn't from when it rained because it didn't rain that much. It was just spit. But yeah, so there's the Lion Guard one. And then we'll do the ones in the pockets last because they're a bit more fiddly. So we have this awesome, this is really cool. I mean, I'm not really into this film massively, but this is one of my favourite scenes from that film in Tarzan. I mean, it's amazing. And it also obviously has Mrs. Potts and Chip in it as well. So you've got that little nod to Beauty and the Beast, which is really cool. So again, I think this one I'm going to keep and I'm going to frame and pop it up on my wall. I mean, that is just cool. How awesome is that one? Love it. And it's never been out of the bag, so it's in cool condition. 2000 this one says. The 2000 lithograph, the Disney Store collection. So yeah, that is really cool, that one. Loving that. And then this one is a bit demented. I don't know how. I think it's when they've packaged it because it's, I mean, the cardboard is all bent. But this is Ariel with her dad and all her sisters. I mean, it just needs flattening out. You put that in a nice picture frame and that's soon straighten out. Not really into Ariel, but that is super awesome. Really liking that. Has that got a date on it? 98 that one says. But that is it is a really lovely, really nice and colourful. Just not into Ariel, so I'll have to see what I can do with that one. And this one, again, not a film I'm into, but this is a pretty awesome picture of Hercules. I mean, that. Him and Pegasus just flying away. Has that got a date? Oh, that's got 98 on it as well. That's really cool. And then this one's in a proper pocket, so it has Hercules on the back, which is really cool. But that is a really lovely print. Absolutely lovely. And again, like I say, these have sat on a wardrobe or something and gathered some dust, so we'll clean that off. And then we have, oh actually I think this is just, so we have a Cinderella one. And I mean, that is, again, not into Cinderella, but that is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Though I do love Lucifer at the bottom. That is pretty brilliant. And this one is 97. But, oh, what a magical moment when she's with the fairy godmother, turning her into that wonderful princess in that gorgeous dress. So that is absolutely stunning, that one. And I think we are on, last but not least, a Robin Williams classic. Who doesn't love a bit of flubber? I mean, this is just one of them silly iconic films that you love because it's so beyond stupid. But oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Got my favourite actor of all time in it as well. But this one again, I might keep this one just because it's a classic film from my childhood. And look, I mean, it dances. I don't know if that's coming up on camera. I hope you can see that. It's so cool. It's where the flubber's dancing. It's so, oh, I hope you can see that. I mean, that's got to be the best one, hasn't it? Because it has live action in it. That's so cool. So yeah, £2.50 for all of those. I was so impressed. Yeah, just love them. Really nice. And I mean, some of them are in really good condition and others aren't. But like I say, some of them I think I'll put up on my wall in here. And others I'll find new homes for to some other Disney lovers out there. So yeah, £2.50 for all of those. And going on to this awesome license plate. Now, I do love an American license plate. They're a cool size to have as a little picture on your wall. And again, this is something my husband found. I feel like he said it only cost him £1, like it wasn't a lot of money at all. But obviously it is not MGM Studios anymore. We're now Hollywood Studios. So this is dated back to, I think when the park originated. I mean, on the bottom it has 1987. And I think the park opened in 89. Yeah, because they just had an anniversary, didn't they? Yes, yeah, that must be right. So this must have been before it was going to be open, which is even more amazing. And this is definitely going up on my wall. It is so cool. I just absolutely love it. I really want to look out to see if I can find any more that match this, because that is, yeah, that is just really cool. It's Americana, it's Disney, it's just, yeah, it's everything awesome. So yeah, absolutely loving that. And like I say, I think my husband said it was £1. It wasn't much, because my husband is tight like me, so so it can't have cost much money. I want to say it was £1. Yeah, he never goes crazy. But anyway, it's amazing, and I now own it. So whatever it costs, I absolutely love it. And obviously, where it's a license plate, it does have sort of the 3D effect to it. I mean, it has been run over. If you look at it, it is a bit bent in places and everything. I'm sure I could batter that out, but I think it adds to the character, especially as it's what, 30 years old? You're asking me to do maths now. Yes, I think that's 30 plus years old, she says. Don't quote me on it. Oh gosh, I'm no help, am I? But yeah, awesome, love it. It's going on the wall. Awesome. And if you know if there's any more of this, like for different parks, let me know to look out for certain ones, because I definitely want to have a range if there's, you know, Magic Kingdom and everything, because that would be really cool to have like a set. Love it. Cool. So let's pop that down there. And oh, this book. Now, I'm not a Disney princess person. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I'm not a Disney princess person. For Toy Story, etc, etc. But if I had to pick a Disney princess, if you had a gun to my head and you're like, Sarah, what princess would you pick? It would definitely be Rapunzel. There's just something about her that I just love that film. I love the music in that film. I just love everything about her. The character is amazing, and it being voiced by Mandy Moore is really cool. It's just, yeah, it's meant to be that film. I do love it, and the more I watch it, the more I'm like, do I lean towards a princess and pick her? Watch this space, never say never. But I had to get this book again. My husband was pretty eagle-eyed at this boot fair, because he found this, but I actually bought it, and it cost me, wait for it, 50p. 50p for this beautiful book. It's The Art of Tangled, and as you can see from the front cover, stunning. Wait till you see the back cover. Oh my goodness, like, wow, just wow. I mean, that film as it is visually, oh my goodness, I think Sarah needs a nap. It's visually stunning. Oh, I think I'm having a breakdown, people. Watch this space. So yeah, this book is just absolutely stunning. We won't go through every single page, obviously, but like the inside page, gorgeous sketching, absolutely lovely. What we got? Oh, look, some concept art for the land, the castle, really beautiful. What we got here? Rapunzel and her hair, and hairbrushes and mirrors. Just absolutely, it's just stunning. It's I love the behind the scenes stuff of anything. Like, I am a Harry Potter lover, absolutely love it. And if you've ever had the pleasure of going to the Harry Potter studios in London, just outside of London, it's incredible even if you don't like the films, because you see all the background behind everything, and it is just amazing. I really wish Disney had something like that was more tailored. I know they have a little bit here and there, but I just love the thought behind it, like what goes into the animation and things like that, like the sketching, the drawing, the concept arts, the models, and just everything. It's just, yeah, it's really lovely, and that's what this book is entirely for Tangled. So yeah, absolutely love that, going in my book collection, and it was 50p. I mean, on the back here it says in the UK it was originally £25. £25, and they sold it for 50p. I mean, oh my god, so awesome. And saving the best till last. So you know, sometimes you need to have a rummage. And again, my eagle-eyed husband spotted this, and we got talking to the man, because I picked it up and I was looking at it, and he said this belonged to him. He got it when he went to Disneyland when he was a child, and it's an original souvenir guide. I can't remember the date we found it from. It's 60 something. It's the very end of the 60s. But this was their program that they bought, and it was amazing. And the guy was talking, saying he had no use for it now. Disney wasn't his thing anymore, and he just wanted to get rid of it. And I was like, amazing, I'll take it. And then he just started to show me programs, because I think he thought I was into like theme parks. So then there was loads of theme park things that weren't Disney related. And then I said, oh, that's very kind, but Disney is my thing. So then he produced these, which he also got when he went to Disneyland as a child. And they are the little guide for what you can use your tickets for, because it was ticketed at the time, and then almost like paper postcards of the different scenes at Disneyland California. So these were a grand total of £5 for the 3. It's the oldest things I own in my collection, and when we found them, I could have been more over the moon, because I'm always looking for original Disney stuff, and it's the history again, it's the background, it's the history, anything like that I absolutely love, because if you're a genuine Disney fan, you want that history, you want that knowledge, you want to know why it started, the trials and tribulations, the amazing build up of everything, and you know, the whole story, you want to be part of it. So these were absolutely awesome. I want to say these were like 68 or 69. I could be here looking through every page and you'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go now. So we won't do that. So yeah, this is the original pictorial souvenir and guide for Disneyland California, and obviously this castle has just had a revamp and the colours now match Disneyland Paris, so it's a much brighter pink, much brighter blue. I cannot wait to see it again. Now it's had a little makeover. So obviously it's like any souvenir book, it tells you the land, a little bit of information about the land, it gives you awesome classic pictures. I mean, look at Walt dressed as an Indian chief in the top there. Lovely, getting involved. But obviously, of course, still has his suit on, which is brilliant. Yeah, it's just a typical souvenir guide. Oh, and then this was what was amazing, is that the back page tells you about the park coming soon. And that is Walt Disney World in Florida. And I just thought, how cool is that? Like, they even had a little nod to the park that was coming, and yeah, I mean, it's just great. So that's an awesome bit of Disney history. And then going on to this little book, which is like, considering how old that is, I mean, it says what? Oh, there we go. So fall and winter 68 this is from. So these were all from 1968. And this is like, for the age of this is immaculate. It's crazy. So inside it tells you the different things you could use your tickets for, because you used to get a book of tickets, and then they'd have letters on them, and then that would show you what ride you could go on, I think what show you could watch, and various things. I mean, that wouldn't work nowadays. It has the little map. I mean, how 60s is that map? It's just so awesome. Really is awesome. And yeah, so it just goes through the different lands, it has food, it has all sorts of things, different history behind shops, and so awesome little guide there to the park. And then last but not least, this does have a slight bit of damage. It has got a bit of wet at the front, and this back pocket bit is a little bit ripped. So that one picture is, obviously it does have the slot anyway, but it is slightly ripped as well. But I mean, this is so cool. Like I say, it's one of those long, I think that's even, is that the long one? Yes, it's pretty long, pretty long. It's probably taller than me. And it's, yeah, they're not postcards, it's like toughened paper, but it gives you basically a postcard of different lands, different rides and things like that, like original Pirates of the Caribbean. What else have we got? Entrance to Tomorrowland, the submarine, more Tomorrowland. What is that? Oh, the Matterhorn. So yeah, look, oh, it's a small world. Love it. And then they're all on the other side as well. I mean, just so cool. And what's amazing is that some of this stuff doesn't exist anymore, and you know, it's just the history of stuff I haven't even seen in my lifetime, let alone like kids now will never know. It's just, yeah, it's incredible. And then greetings from Disneyland with the train station and the little Mickey garden at the front. So yeah, £5 for all of this bit of, yeah, it's my most expensive purchase of the lot. But for a bit of Disney history, that's pretty amazing. And for it to be in England as well, you know, this isn't, I haven't found this in America, I found this in the UK. So them going on holiday to America at that time is a lot, because it would have been expensive. So yeah, this is probably going to be one of my most treasured possessions that I'm going to own for Disney. So anyway, stop waffling. What is your favourite thing? So it's tricky because I got some really good stuff this time. Yeah, I'm going to say everything was amazing this time. Everything is going to stay in my collection other than a few of the lithographs, which I will find new homes. But I think the winner, you've probably worked out already, is probably this. I think because getting it in the condition that they're in and just the history behind it, the fact that Florida wasn't even complete when this came out, it's just amazing. It's just a bit of Disney history that I'm going to have now forever, and I just absolutely love that, and I can't wait to add it to my book collection. And this is why when you go to the parks, you keep the programs, as random as that is. Like, I always keep them when every time I go, and yes, I end up with a stack of paper like this high, but this is why. It's just that little memory. And this guy had this memory into, I don't even want to guess the man's age, but you know, later into his life, and it was time to let it go. So just love this. This is awesome. Well, thanks guys for watching. Is there anything in this collection that you loved, enjoyed, own yourself? Anything you think I need to know about that's connected to these things? I love as much knowledge as I can possibly get. Please send it my way. Just thanks so much for watching and listening to me jabber on forever. Oh, she's jabbering today. But thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And if you'd like to subscribe to my Disney madness, that would be absolutely amazing. I'd love to have you along on my journey. I really do appreciate you guys who subscribe. It just honestly means the world to me. And if you hit the notification bell, you get updated with my latest video. And yeah, like I say, thanks guys, really love you. If you've made it to the end, you are a champion. Thanks guys, have a magical day and keep living your daydream life. Bye.